There was a village at the edge of a forest where nobody sang after sunset. In daylight, it was like any other place. Women swept their porches. Men worked the fields. Children ran barefoot through dust and wild grass, laughing until their voices echoed off the hills. Smoke rose from kitchen fires. Dogs barked. The world seemed ordinary. But when evening came, everything changed. Doors were locked before the last red line of sun slipped behind the trees. Lamps were dimmed. Curtains were drawn. And when darkness fully settled, a strange quiet took hold. No singing, no whistling. And above all else, no one was ever to go near the old well. The well stood half swallowed by roots and thorn vines in a clearing. The stones around its mouth were black with age, slick with moss. My grandmother told me that story when I was small. The forest has mouths, Myra. When they speak, they are hungry. I was 19 then, a student nurse. I believed illness had causes and hauntings were only grief. Then my mother fell sick. The sickness had no name. She grew thinner each week. At night I woke to find her whispering, not praying, answering. Yes, she murmured. I lit the lamp. Her eyes were wide and frightened. No one you should ever answer, she told me. I asked questions. Petru the miller told me that 23 years ago, children used to drop stones down the well and count. One summer, Petru's sister claimed the well spoke to her. They found her lying beside it, alive but wrong. She said the dark had a tongue. They blamed a woman named Eliska. They dragged her to the well at night. They tied stones to her wrists and they threw her in. Petru said the sound she made was not a scream, it was laughter. The priest ordered the well sealed with boards and iron spikes. That night, my mother grew worse. Don't let it mimic me, she breathed. By dawn, I had made my decision. I would go to the well. The forest path was narrower than I remembered. When I reached the clearing, the well stood bare, black and open. The old boards were gone. I dropped a stone. 1 second, 2, 3, no splash. Then a voice came drifting back up, very faint. Mira. It was my mother's voice. Then my grandmother. Then my own voice, calling from the dark. I turned and fled back to the village. I burst into the house. She's gone, my aunt said. The bed was empty, the window open, mud on the floorboards. We reached the clearing, and there, kneeling at the rim, was my mother. She was speaking into the darkness conversationally. She turned. Her face was hers and not hers, arranged wrong. And when she spoke, I heard not one voice but many, layered and murmuring. Black water poured from her mouth. Her body convulsed, bending backward, and from behind her teeth, something began to climb. It was taller than any man, skin the color of moonlit fungus. Its face was blank, except for a vertical mouth splitting it from forehead to throat. I drove a red-hot crucifix straight into the mouth, splitting its face. The scream that followed did not come from one throat. It came from hundreds. It staggered backward over the stone rim and fell. We hammered iron spikes into old stone while the well shuddered beneath our feet. I am an old woman now. Children were born who did not know the story, but some rules remained. No singing after sunset. Last night, I woke to a sound. Not tapping, knocking. 3 slow knocks. And then, a whisper. Myra, there's someone in the well.